Hello everyone, this is Oskar Lagerosen, the founder of The Total Living. Now I would like to read out loud the 6th blog post in the One Glance article series, covering the importance of being action-oriented. So let's dive right into it. One essential aspect of One Glance is to receive feedback fast, a response, validation, or falsification of your previous intention and plan. It is only by accurate data that you're aware of the risks and possibilities from now on. In the previous video and episode of the One Glance, I mentioned the importance of being specific in knowing what you want. Becoming action-oriented is being specific in what you get. Like a missile course-correcting itself along the journey, so too must you when traveling to your desired destination. By specifying and testing your assumptions, you will receive the harsh truth on whether your action was successful for now. The organizational lean methodology revolves around action orientation. The popular instrument Build, Measure, Learn requires making small bets, minimum necessary actions to evaluate early if one is on the correct path. There might be many quote-unquote failures before discovering it. However, because the failures are so small and far from fatal, they are not even only tolerable, but they're also very valuable. You get the opportunity to begin again with more information without being wiped out from the game entirely. In the popular book, The Lean Startup, which I link in the blog post, the author Eric Ries argues that the lean model is the best way for a startup to grow without bankruptcy. Software development approaches action orientation the same way. By releasing small features and updates often, the developers can receive accurate feedback on whether the action paid off and what to work on next. Popularized by the developer, Linux enthusiast, and author Eric S. Raymond, the principle release early, release often called RERO, constitutes an important element in a rapidly changing environment. Leadership works the same way too. Being a leader, you must move into uncharted and unknown territory and perform something novel and new together with your team. By definition, you cannot know for certain if it's going to work because it's novel. Therefore, you have to take the leap at some point and adjust afterward to the consequences without knowing for sure. Using this 40 to 70 rule, you become more action-oriented and move into opportunities before it's too late. So if you're watching on YouTube, I will show the popular, or by now the more referred picture of the flows with the blue and red arrows. Because if the blue arrows are your plan, your intention, which is greatly enhanced by specificity, then the red arrows coming up are the feedback, which are greatly enhanced by being action-oriented. These principles, specificity and action-oriented, work together in tandem for an optimal system. Just like the blood flow is like the arteries is pumping up blood out and the veins are coming back in, they work the same way too. If you want to be right and successful as fast as possible, you both must know exactly what you want, which are the blue ones, and receive feedback on your tries, the red ones. Rather than sticking to an old map, you can now update the map in real time by becoming action-oriented. Therefore, the lag time between proclaiming what you're going to do and actually doing it must be as small as possible. The goal is to get both the blue and the red arrows flowing as fast as possible, leading you to become dynamic, adaptable, and unstoppable. The next posts in this series will dive into each fundamental and review practice we have covered so far, both with the principles of specificity and action orientation in mind. And in the next video and episode, we'll begin with more coverage on how to use the calendar the most effectively. If you like this video and episode and post, and the article series for that matter, and wish that your friends could live a stress-free and productive life as well, please share it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to both the newsletter, the YouTube channel, and the podcast. And with that, I want to say thank you for your attention and have a very nice day. See you in the next one.